because we're a little bit restricted in our movement, the global population, so we're doing what we can with what we have. And I think, anybody that's an inventor goes through a lot of heartache and frustration and a lot of blind spots because they're focused on solving a problem they had in a job or saw in somebody. Their whole thinking process are different. It's where everything begins. Inventors are the beginnings of everything that matters. So I like it. It's very interesting. And it's one person for me in my life that just connected at the right time over the right area, and maybe this is it and maybe it's not.
Well, I moved forward regardless.
What did you go on to? What was next?
Well, when it collapsed, I was fortunate that I called it off before I went bankrupt.
Okay.
So I bought a little house in Chilliwack.
Okay.
And fixed it up. And
nice.
Then sold it to start my next project.
Okay.
And moved to Abbotsford condo.
Okay.
So I did a great job of refurbishing this little drug house in Chilliwack and turning it into a nice little family house.
Very cool.
I painted it, put in new windows and lawn, and knocked down a bunch of the ugly old trees, and really cleaned it up and made it a nice little house. And was able to sell that for enough of a profit that I'm able to continue with my TV pension and whatnot and carry on.
So what did you go with the proceeds? You had something in mind, or you at that point found something that you wanted to?
Well, I found something, of course.
Okay.
As I would, right? You knew I would.
I'm not stopping. I can't quit. You can't keep me down.
So when I was living in my little house and fixing it up,
right?
The refrigerator it came with died.
Okay.
So I needed a new refrigerator. And I did a lot of research into the refrigerator,
right.
Because the kitchen was like a very small house, very little house, built in 1947 or something, and I needed a very special refrigerator, and I found this perfect refrigerator, and so I got rid of the old one and cleaned up the space.
Okay.
The guy delivers my new refrigerator, installs it, and I get back to look at this refrigerator. I say, wow, that's a beautiful refrigerator. It cost me like $2,000. And then I see the empty space above the refrigerator. I think, there's something I should put there on top of this refrigerator. Brand new, clean, beautiful refrigerator. And I was thinking I should put a fake fern. I was thinking a fake fern would be just the thing for on top of this refrigerator.
Okay.
So I was standing back, looking at it, thinking about this refrigerator with a fake fern on it on top, because I didn't want to pile all the trays and all the junk that was up there before. I wanted to start afresh.
Okay.
But I didn't want to leave it empty, because then it would look kind of weird being empty. Fake fern. And then I thought, fake fern, they're just dust collectors, those things. They collect a lot of dust. Nah, I don't want a fake fern. What else are we going to put there? And I thought, well, you know what you need? Is you need some kind of a decor item that's not a dust magnet.
Okay.
So how do you do that? How do you get a display or some kind of artwork that doesn't collect dust?
Okay.
I thought, well, you only use vertical surfaces, so the dust settles. Dust travels vertically, right?
Right.
So it sinks, and if it doesn't hit anything going down, it'll just hit the top of the refrigerator.
Right.
So that was the idea, was to create three-dimensional displays that don't have any horizontal surfaces.
As artwork, as
art, as decor art.
Okay.
And so I thought about, like, how are you going to do this? And so I thought, well, you use thin materials, print on it, and then you assemble it into a three-dimensional display.
Okay.
And the thing that originally came to mind was like a diorama. The diorama is a 3D representation of a miniaturized scene.
Okay.
Okay, so you create three-dimensional scenes. That's a diorama in miniature. this is I call a diorama is like battlefield miniature soldiers and stuff, right?
Sure.
Well, dioramas have been around since like the 16th century. They were like huge back in the 1500s. They were the big thing, and it's not movies. People went to see the diorama show. So they've been around a long time. And so this was different. It wasn't like three-dimensional as a space. It was like two-dimensional images arranged three-dimensionally.
Okay.
So I decided to call them photo dioramas.
Photo diorama.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a diorama, but using two-dimensional photos of these. Well, when I retired in 2011, I wanted to become an inventor, and I had an idea in mind.
And work together with good people, just like I like to do. All right, Ron, tell us about the inventions, beginning to end, where you want to go with it, freewheeling. Hey, this has been fantastic. Inventor Ron, I really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
And